Okay, this is my Kenwood that I'm selling, a T570S. Everything works. There's your volume. I'm on upper sideband. Let me go down my channels here. Go back to AM. Turn the volume down. We're on channel 30. This is how you change your channels here. These are preset channels. That's how you change it here. This up and down doesn't change channels. This is your channel mode here. So let's go down to channel 1 on AM. Okay, I'm going to show you microphone. You have an adjuster for microphone gain. Okay, power. AM power is from 5 to 25. I'll show you that quickly. Turn the volume down here. So AM power, as you hit the power button, you spin the dial. You can go 5 to 25 on AM. There's our power meter on 25. There's a power meter on 5. Let's go down to 30 watts. There's 5 watts, 10, 20, 25. So that's 25 watts. Now we're going to go to 30 watt, 300 watt scale. It's 25 watts. AM. Go over to here, key up. Okay. That's your 25 watts. Now on modulation, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should do a little over 50 watts. A little over 50 on AM. Okay. Got your antenna tuner here, which is real nice. Hold this in. There you go. Antenna is now tuned perfectly for under a 1.5 for that frequency. Probably get a little more power. Hello. See? Hello. Get about 4 more watts on a tuned antenna by just hitting that. Now we're going to go from AM. We're going to go to channel 1, say upper sideband. See the power change to 60. There's your power button here. Okay, you can't change channels or anything if the power is on, because everything's gonna be controlled now because you get the power. So we're gonna go up to 100. You can do 100 watts on sideband. You can still tune this on sideband. Hold this in. That's already tuned. So now we're gonna hit our power off. Make sure our microphone is set to 100. Okay, go over here. We're on a 300 watt scale. No dead key on sideband, so we're on 27965 upper sideband with a tuned antenna as far as the antenna tuner. Hello. Hello. Does exactly 100 watts on sideband. Here's your volume here. Turn your volume up. You have a preamp. Preamp on. Preamp off. You have 2 antennas. I don't have the second antenna hooked up, but you have 2 different antennas. Antenna 1 or antenna 2. I'm on antenna 1 here. Okay. You can switch antennas. You get your preamp, your box, your send if you want to send a carrier like on CW or anything like that. You can send the carrier out. You have a frequency lock button here. It locks you in to the frequency. Okay. When you're in your memory channels, which is what these are, this is disabled. Okay. And your channel up and downs don't work because we're in memory channel mode. So to get out of that, we go to this here, Vfo Mode. Now, in here you can put in any channel you want. So you hit the enter key down here. Let's go to 27.16500. Let's go to AM. Okay, now your VFO can be moved. Okay. All right, now your VFO can be moved. And you can use a channel button here to just go up by the KCs here. So let's see, channel 19 or channel 20, 27, 205. There, that's channel 20 AM. Go over here, AT tune. It's tuning it, boom. Now we're tuned perfectly for 27, 205, which is channel 20. Everything works. That's preamp off, preamp on. You have your proc, which is shows your compression. Okay. Or proc off, that will show your SWR. So when you key up, see the SWR is way under 1.15 right there. That's your SWR right there. Then your ALC, your limiter control, that's in the menus on how to set that. Your noise reduction is here, NR1, NR2. You could set that up, that's mostly for sideband. You got your DAC slope, which is kind of like a clarifier. RF power, that's your receive. And this is your volume. I have shift and your squelch. It's pretty much how you tune people in. Okay. I have other videos on how to set up the, a lot of other videos on how to set up the channels and stuff for memory. You're gonna have to read the manual on these things. You're gonna have to read the manual. I don't know what else to tell you. This is how you switch antennas, A and T. Look at this screen. Antenna 1, antenna 2. Antenna 1, antenna 2. Okay, go back to memory mode here. I just see I have the channel. I have them set as channel mode. They only work this way. Okay, you're not going to go up or down here, and you're not going to spin them here. So I have all the frequencies set in. I have all your 40 channels. Okay, and then I have some 284200s, upper sideband. So it'll save upper or lower sideband. It will also save the power settings you have. Okay. So then I have channel 0 set to 27385, power at 100. So say I want to talk with your amplifier on 27385. Excuse me, go in your thing, go up to your memory channel, power 100, but I want to use an amplifier. Well, I hit the power button here, and you just spin your multi-dial. So say your amplifier only likes to put like 35 or 40 on it on sideband. There you go. You hit 40, power button off, and then when you key up and do audio, 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 you're only doing about 40 into your amplifier, so you don't hurt your amp. So you want to run a bone stock, you hit your power again, bring it back up, boom. Alright, again, here's your antenna, antenna 1, antenna 2, you could have 2 antennas on there. A lot more stuff, again, you'll have to read the manual. I just changed the battery in here. There's a memory battery under this faceplate. You take a couple screws out here and a couple screws out here. The faceplate lifts up. There's a CR2032 standard battery under there. That just keeps these memory channels in. Basically, if you turn it off and on and all of a sudden there's, you know, 0 frequency across here, it means your memory battery's dead. It's not a big deal every couple of years, you know. Set our power back to 100, mic's at 100, power's at 100, and we're back out. You have receive, incremental tuning. So if somebody's off and you just want to tune them, you push this. If they're not exactly on, so say somebody's out there in skip land or not exactly on tune, you hit the RIT and you could tune them in. This will not affect your transmit frequency, as you see. See how we're doing 3850? We're tuning the guy in as an example. Okay. So, and then you have XIT if you want to tune your output. So if you're off a little frequency and somebody says to bring it down a little, there you go. So when you do the XIT, that's your transmit frequency, that works the same way. Okay. So that'll show that you're dead on transmit and you're dead on receive. Very, very simple. Again, you got to read the manual. There's a lot to this. This is just not like hooking up a normal CB radio and going to town. Unless you get it from me, you turn it on. You know, you turn it on, it'll say hello, and you go immediately into the memory, and I have all your 40 channels in memory. Okay? Okay. Then your VFO mode. This will take you to the different bands, 2800, 2900. There's all your bands here showing they're working. All the bands. Okay, this is all the bands are in there, just by putting the up and down. And then you can move this, like this band you go in CW mode. Okay, this band mostly gets operated in the lower sideband. Okay, so you can then tune. Okay, you can then tune around. Now I don't have the dipole hooked up, so this won't tune to this, but let's see, antenna tune. Nope, it ain't gonna do it. It's not going to tune my antenna to this frequency at all, of course, because I don't have the dipole hooked up on the antenna 2. Okay. So that's how you go through the bands. You just go out of your memory mode and Vfo mode, and then just go up and down to get to the band you want. So say you want to get to 28 megahertz quick, boom, there you are. Upper sideband. And then say you want to go to 28420. Okay. Or you can use this. Boom. 28420, upper sideband. Now you're here. Make sure the frequency is clear. Hold your antenna tuned. It's now tuned. We're tuned under 1.1 SWR. That quick for this band. Radio's happy. We can now talk. So that's kind of how these things operate. Kind of what you're getting into if you purchase this. Again, if you're up here, check your microphone 100. Check your power 100. Want to go to lower sideband, want to go to AM, want to go to CW, want to go to FM, you know, it's all there. So these are a little more, again, you're going to need to read the manual. If you just want to use it as a CB radio, that's fine. Power it up. Okay, go right into here, MV, boom. I have all of the 40 channels programmed in and a couple extra. You just use your dial here to spin through. Okay, there's 27385. I want to go to lower sideband, lower sideband. I want to talk. Before I talk, I'll hold antenna tune, let it tune. Boom. Antenna's tuned perfectly. Talk 27385. Check our power level. We're at 100 watts. CQDX 629, Pennsylvania, standing by. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. So that's kind of an overview on how these things work. Again, it is for sale. I want to show you everything works on it. I went over a little bit extra stuff, which I really didn't need to, but it's there and it's working. Thanks.